Just taking the video. The jail.
For what? For what purpose?
My purpose.
For your purpose? Okay, but why is there?
I don't have to answer you. It's a lawful act, so I wish to break contact. Thank you. You can contact your supervisor if you need to. But
we are here. The supervisor's not there.
all right, you have a good day.
Well, I need to know why
You don't need to know anything. What is this a crime?
you are videotaping, taking pictures of employees going in and out of the facility. You don't do that to people's personal vehicles.
What law is that? State of Penal Code.
Huh?
State of Penal Code, because Penal Code 148.g clearly establishes the fact that I can record any public entity, your supervisor, and excuse me, and that photographer, and that photographer. No. You work for me. I don't work for you. No, well then you can. You be in live stream too. So there's already calls being done to you. You see this guy? This guy thinks because he pulls up, I'm his property when I'm not doing nothing wrong. Fordyce versus Seattle clearly states the fact that I can record public officials. 148.g clearly states that photography alone, when it's done in a legal spot, cannot be deemed suspicious. So I would suggest you get a supervisor, sir. Before you make your department look bad, I would get a supervisor. I know what I'm doing very well, sir.
The encounter begins with a simple question. What are you doing? The camera keeps rolling as suspicion quickly replaces curiosity. An officer demands a purpose. The man behind the lens stays calm. Recording in public, he explains, is a lawful act. He refuses to answer questions he isn't required to answer. The tension builds as photography is suddenly treated like a threat. But knowledge steps in. Penal Code 148G. Case law. Public entities. The Constitution. Each word shifts the balance. Authority pushes forward, insisting on control. The cameraman stands firm, reminding them he is not property. He is a citizen. And in moments like this, understanding the law becomes the strongest shield.
Just doing a little story, man. That's it. Yeah, where my tax dollars go.
Your tax dollars?
Yeah, including yours. My tax dollars go to pay you. That's why when you approach me, you should have more respect. In any other field, if you, I'm here, but yeah, but you're telling me that I need to tell you. I don't need to tell you anything. No, I know, but yeah, but you said you wanted to know. No, I'm not. I'm public property, sir.
Okay, but you are here.
I am public property. Well, are you against the First Amendment, sir? What is your name badge number? This is D. Martinez. I don't need to give it.
Yeah, I need to get my identification.
No, thank you, sir. No, thank you, sir. No, I didn't.
I need to know who to contact.
No. For what? For what crime, sir? Hey, can you guys make a call? I'm at the West Valley Detention Center in San Bernardino. Mr. Martinez thinks that just because he pulls up and he's wearing a tin badge, you can just ask for an ID when I'm doing a First Amendment protected activity. You ain't gonna get no ID because I'm not doing anything wrong.
I just want to know who I'm contacting. What's your name, sir?
No, thank you. You can call me good citizen.
What's your name?
You can call me good citizen.
What is your name?
The pressure increases. Photography is labeled suspicious, but the law says otherwise. Calmly, confidently, he explains that standing in a legal spot with a camera is not a crime. A supervisor is suggested, not as a threat, but as protection for the department itself. What starts as questioning becomes something deeper. A debate about respect, about tax dollars, about public servants and the people they serve. The officer demands identification. The journalist declines. No detention, no crime, just a camera and the First Amendment. The air feels heavier now, because when knowledge meets authority, only one side can be correct. And today, the Constitution speaks louder than the badge.
I don't need to. I'm not committing a crime, sir. I'm just a journalist doing a little story. Now you're making doing a story.
Story for what?
For me?
For yourself?
Yeah, free press. Free press, yeah.
Free press?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
He's trying to ID me about he doesn't have a crime. I know very well what I'm doing, sir. And you can't just pull up and start asking for ID. That's not how the law works.
That's who your name is.
Yeah, but that's who you're trying to ID me.
We're trying to ID you because you're just out here taking pictures.
But that's not okay. What is your ID law, sir? California. I'm supposed to ID after I'm legally booked. That's the law in California. So
you can ask me for my credentials.
Well, you work for me, sir.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, let me see your ID where you live.
Why do you need to
Why
see
would
that?
you need to see my ID then?
I don't need to see where you live. I'm just asking who you are.
I'm a citizen, tax-paying citizen who employs you, sir.
Who employs me?
Yes, sir.
Now the situation sharpens. Identification is requested again, but there's still no lawful reason. The setting, a detention center, adds weight to every word. The officer insists. The journalist refuses. Not with anger, with clarity. This is a First Amendment protected activity. Free press is not optional. It doesn't require permission. The badge demands compliance. The citizen demands justification. The difference matters, because without a crime, there is no obligation. Without reasonable suspicion, there is no authority to detain. What unfolds isn't disorder. It's accountability, a reminder that rights only survive when someone is willing to calmly exercise them.
That's fun. Get out of the way.
He's the guy who sits in front of and we've had many run-ins. Have fun out here, sir. You have a good day.
Hey, Martinez. I'm not going to charge you this time for educating you, man.
Thank you for the education.
All right, you're welcome. No, I was talking to Martinez. You already were educated. See this guy? Like that, they get good cops hurt, man. It's actions like that that get good cops hurt because he pulls up thinking that people are his property. Hey, you got school today, huh, youngster? You got school today, huh? Yeah, you were trying to come on strong with me, huh? Got shot down by your own law that you protect, sir. It keeps me. Listen, it keeps me in check too, and it keeps you in check, both of us. You know.
The conversation shifts to identification laws, California statutes, legal booking procedures, thresholds that must be met before ID can be required. None of them apply here. Still, the pressure continues. Questions are asked without legal standing. The cameraman reminds them he is a tax-paying citizen. Public employees answer to the public. The tension turns awkward. The energy changes. The law has been explained. The misunderstanding is exposed. A brief exchange of words closes a moment, but the lesson lingers. Authority without knowledge creates conflict. Authority guided by law prevents it. And today, education replaces escalation.
I thought that guy was gonna.
As the encounter fades, reflection sets in. Small actions can have larger consequences. When authority assumes ownership over people instead of serving them, trust erodes. The cameraman walks away steady, but aware of how quickly things could have turned physical. The law protected both sides. It kept the citizen in check. It kept the officer in check. That balance is the foundation of a free society. No arrests, no charges, just a quiet reminder. Rights are not weapons. They are safeguards. And sometimes, the most powerful tool a person carries isn't a badge or a camera. It's knowledge of the Constitution.